This week, RockMine takes you up to the UP. And for those of you in the UK, that's the Upper Peninsula. Right now, we're going over the Mackinac Bridge, which separates the Lower Peninsula from the Upper Peninsula. And this is what it's all about. In search of vinyl, we will go north, south, east, and west. And we're going to end up at a little place called Keweenaw. So buckle in, get ready for another awesome vinyl hunt up in the UP. Hey, Detroit Bob here, and we're in Marquette, Michigan. And I talked to the owner, John, of this place right here, the Emporium, and it is a vinyl shop. And John's gonna meet us in there. We're gonna look for some vinyl. Hopefully we'll come out with some gems. We already scored earlier today at the Uper shop. So let's hit the Emporium and see what it's all about. All right, check this place out. It's nice, neat, and it's clean. So what is this, sort of like a little hipster neighborhood, or what's the vibe around here?
Magazine Street.
Hey, give it to me.
Like a lot of the college kids live in this area.
Oh, college?
Yeah, a lot of the houses are rentals.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool, man. How about you? Do you want to be in it? Okay. Real cool little shop. Yeah, there's your Ryan Adams right there. He's been putting out a lot of content lately.
Good.
Yeah.
I gotta get back.
Velvet Underground, man. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, that is real cool, Kev. That's original Cream magazine.
Imagine.
I think that's vintage.
Wow.
Got some great wall art. The guy was saying a lot of the students hang and live in this area.
That's so cool.
And of course, Cream magazine
Yeah.
out of Detroit.
It was like the northern suburb, like Birmingham or something, wasn't it that?
I think so.
It
The
was-
guy named Lester Bangs wrote for him, and he was like considered one of the best music critics of all time.
Wow.
He's one of these guys that lived it, you know. He would go down and party with the band. So look at this. You got some good
They got
Yes,
some good vinyl.
Who,
They got all that stuff.
Seeger.
Jay Gow's, Whoopie Goopie, Elvis.
Look at that, man. You got some Seeger on Noah.
Asia. Yeah, they got some good classic stuff.
Bob
like that.
Seeger.
Yeah, baby.
There you go. Got Velvet Underground.
Oh, yeah. Jefferson Airplane.
Sade. Smooth Operator. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, so we're here. We're waiting on a guy named John. He probably got held up because he works at the university. But he has apparently some 45s in a box in the basement. Any way you can dig that box out so I can start looking through it?
Lots of
Like
boxes.
20 outfit
I don't know which
changes.
one
Crazy.
they
I saw that.
Okay. Just get me started so I can get some footage. Yeah.
I'll go
Second
get,
row.
I'll go get some.
They had
Okay.
like a
We
guitar.
got off here because
All right. Well, you know, sometimes you got to improvise.
I'll go look for another box.
Yeah, that's cool. Jeff's helping me out, and these guys are pretty cool here. So we're just going to look through this box. Maybe. Actually, we're going back to a place called the Crow's Nest where the Rolling Stones drank at. They didn't stay there. They drank there. You ever hear of that place?
Where's that at?
It's atop of the landmark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They stayed there. One of their managers died, and they came to his funeral.
Yeah.
In town
Yeah,
here
that's what
because
they
he's
said.
from Marquette.
Yeah, like a lifelong roadie
And there was
slash
a guy
manager.
That went to
said that was
stage
his manager.
back in the day. It might have been in your day. He was a cheerleader. His name was Goofus
Uh-huh.
at Michigan State,
Huh.
and he got on stage with them a lot of times.
Holy shit.
Goofus. He died. He died too, but he's like a
I'll take
local,
that one.
local legend up here.
Wow.
So.
Kev, check this out.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
That's a good shape, though.
That's better shape than mine.
Okay, cool. Oh, I found one, guys. You just might make it an episode. Jimmy Cliff, I'll take Wonderful World.
Yep.
Maybe you can
Spirit
get
in
some-
the sky.
Norman, that's pretty good shape.
That's a good one.
Isn't that funny? His story about him? Oh, he went back to farming.
Did he really?
He made his.
He made his one hit.
He made his hit, and then he's like, I had
I'm
nothing.
done. Oh, done.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
go
a different.
farm for a living.
That's a
Dunhill.
different. That's a later
Yeah.
logo.
The Ramrats.
Okay.
Riders in the Sky. All right, you finding some more? Oh, those are sleeved.
No idea what's
Those
in
are
this one.
sleeved.
Nice, we like that.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, hard. I mean,
The letter,
Letter, the
very
box
common. These aren't in bad
Baby,
shape.
she wrote me a letter.
Mellington backfield in motion. That's a good one.
All I want is you.
That's Cooper and the Soul Rockers. I don't know who that is.
yeah,
The Beatles,
Revolution.
Revolution. Hey Jude.
It's a
It's
little,
got, always
yeah.
had the name. Everybody put their
Yeah,
name
Barb Coleman.
on. Yeah.
I love that. I got a million copies of it though.
Archie's.
I got it.
I got
Cup,
that.
there's your little thing on the
Yeah.
back of the cereal,
Yeah.
cereal box.
Yeah.
Dan and Dean.
You probably have 10 copies of that, I'm guessing.
and sometimes only
got
condition
two-
of 45s.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that a crack?
But-
That's cracked.
Oh, it's cracked.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of them will play. I mean,
Yeah.
like look pretty scratched up. And
Yeah,
stuff, but
look, a good condition 45 looks like shit,
Right.
but it'll play without skipping.
yeah, exactly.
You know, and then that's what people don't realize.
Right, because these were made. I mean, these.
Ever heard of Gail Garnett?
Well, the grooves are cut deeper and they're wider
yep,
apart.
exactly.
So that needle just
Yeah,
tracks.
yeah, it sure does, and that
Peach
shows
Fun
through the
Fun
sound.
Yeah.
Rare
R.
Earth.
Dean
Yeah, I
Taylor.
got that. I got two
Yeah, that
copies
counts.
of that.
That's from
I got
when he-
that too.
leaving on a jet plane,
Yeah,
man.
this is like my
Fun.
collection.
we,
That's always fun when you see stuff like
we
this.
used to
Yeah.
sit around and
I got that too.
we had a little rinky-dink
Right.
record player and we'd play his sister's
yeah.
45s.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I remember those blue containers
Yeah.
that it's like sort of cylindrical shape, hot baby blue.
Sure, yeah.
With the handle that you'd rip.
Twist on the top.
Twist on the
Yeah.
top,
Yeah,
yeah. Like I was
Total
Still
70s.
got it. I don't know if you want this or yet.
1977. I had a record player in my bedroom.
Oh yeah.
We just stacked 45s up on them.
Oh, yeah, we did that
let
too.
It go, yeah. I was 7 years
Mama
old,
Cass.
so I was like,
That's good.
oh yeah, yeah.
It's getting better.
Looks like a good
or
shape too.
It does. That's
Yeah.
interesting. You'll see that.
There you go.
Fifth
I'm
dimension.
gonna grab these and
Or
then,
dimension 5. That's not the fifth dimension. There.
all right, we're getting some 45s. That's all that matters. Not bad. Elvis is actually falling off right now, but
Yeah,
you know, like the people that collect Elvis are all dying.
right.
That's
right.
true.
And some, like a lot of the records are worth $5 or something, and then once in a while, very few are worth more.
Yeah, it's hard to price them. Okay, I'm interested in these, but these I'll pass on.
Okay.
And then let me look through here, and then we'll get out of here. All right, let's put that back.
Yep, sure thing.
Let's see what we got.
We got more 45s downstairs too. I just gotta find them.
It's a little digging shit out of the attic, you know.
Like the whole downstairs, we have metal shelving going all the way around the sides. And it's all packed with boxes of records. So I gotta dig.
Kev.
What? Oh wow. Yeah, I know. It's easy.
You gotta love Rick James.
Yep. Super Freak, or what is it?
I don't know. It's one of his lesser known ones.
Okay.
You know, Super Freak was obviously his big hit.
Right.
I'm gonna make an offer to this guy.
Sure. All you need is all you need is love. King Records.
Yeah, that's James Brown's label.
Please, please,
It's in pretty good shape. And you got nasty
Oh,
scratch right
pretty
there.
scratch.
Wild Cherry, play that funky music.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Got the one here. Here's your wife's. Go show that one to her. All right, give me I mean, I'm at probably for this stack here, probably 50.
All right. How many is in there? You got like 25 in here?
A good job, Kev.
All right, I think we're good.
All right, back across the bridge. The guys from the Emporium are great. Even though John never showed up, his buddies got us hooked up with some good deals and some great records. I can't wait to get home and check these babies out. What a trip. All right, so we went to the Emporium, which was an old house on 3rd Street. We waited around for the owner to show up, and I don't know if he got tied up at work or whatever. So we started talking to the 2 dudes that were manning the shop. And yeah, he should be here any minute. Yeah, I'll give him a call. Yeah, I'm going to text him. But finally I said, listen, man, I'm just here for the 45s. We've checked out your shop. The wives were waiting in the wings. It was almost cocktail hour. I go, can't you just go drag out some boxes of 45? So he did. So this first batch, I was like, these are common, you got the letter. These are like $2 or $3 45s. The condition for anywhere from good plus to very good. So I wasn't getting too excited about them. These are great songs, but these big value. You can see these things got some love, some wear, some tear. I'm going to go through these quick. This sort of is an interesting label. And whenever you see the word soul in the title, it turns out just to be a very common release. Wiggle Wobble by Les Cooper and the Soul Rockers. Now there you go. This is a decent Beatles record. It's probably had a good day. They get $5, but it's a little chewed up, a little condition issue. There you go. The Kingsmen, yeah, everybody's got Louie Louie, but the Jolly Green Giant, you can tell this person wrote their name on it. And I was just going through these one by one, but not getting too excited. Now, I love the VJ label, and they had those 4 superstar rockers, if you will, although they were more of a vocal group, the 4 Seasons before they had the Beatles. So this is number 456. What I'm looking for is 498. And that's when they finally landed the Beatles and had them for a brief period. And all sorts of litigation flew out of that. They ended up on VJ. They ended up on Swan. They ended up on Capitol eventually, where they stayed for quite a while. And we just showed you that Hard Day's Night Capitol release. So Beatles, they went from that to this, and probably more than 2 or 3 court appearances to get that happen, because Capitol, read Bruce Spicer's book about that. The Who, See Me, Feel Me. This is like a $2 or $3 record. In this condition, maybe $1. It's a shame. It's a great song. So don't mix up how great the songs are with how great the records are. Fun. They probably made 1 million of these. Someone named Coleman owned it. And once again, probably the Beach Boys on a good day get $5 for this. And great song, once again, but very common. Israelites by Desmond Decker and the Aces. But there's all sorts of great information. Make sure you enter the stuff in the dead wax. Make sure you get your label right, and make sure you get your pressing print. So in this dead wax, there you go. So finally, I'm like, okay, I'll take those. And I'm like, you got any more back there? And finally, the guy brought out a decent stack. So let's go through those, and I'll show you what I found. I'll back off a little bit here. And this stack got a lot more interesting. Brought in another box, and once again, the owner is nowhere to be found. So I think I was dealing with Jeff by this point. John was the owner, I believe. And REM, Bittersweet Me. Okay, this is not an old record, but you can see this is a birth sleeve. So Warner Brothers, you can tell by the wear, and that's a good sign because it's mint or near mint. It's got probably some shelf wear. So 2 right out of the box, 2 REM late issue. These are not old records, 1996, okay, on the one. The Ebo Letter. These aren't your big hits, but REM for some reason put out a lot of these late issues well into the 90s. It's like they were like not going to give up on vinyl, which everybody else had at that point pretty much. And then all of a sudden, here comes Elvis. So Elvis in a picture sleeve. Yeah, I'm picking that up all day long. Now, Elvis has dropped in value over the years. And what's weird about this, though, is it's the original. I would say that's probably good plus at best. But the picture sleeve, look at that great looking snarl. What a great looking guy. And don't worry about the condition on that. And then we talked about that Who earlier, and this is just a nice very good plus picture sleeve. I don't know why. I don't feel that was, look at the cool sort of silhouette photo on the back. It's like a gold tone. Actually has a little bit of a metallic gold feel to it. Great picture sleeve. To me, you don't get much better with the Who. That's really a good one. So this may be worth more than the whole collection, the actual picture sleeve. All right, let's prop those back up. Here we go. We got Prince now. Now I'm starting to get a little bit more excited. Delirious. The record is near mint. The actual, it's not even a picture sleeve. It's a poster sleeve. So you look at the shape on that record. That's really nice and clean. And this actually folds out into a 1999 calendar. The problem is someone stuck it on their wall and folded it back together. So it's still sort of adhered amongst itself. So there you go. In case you want 1990, you can see there's one poster mark there on that corner, one on that corner, and it's sort of glued together on the inside, but still cool as hell. And I have one of these framed, and that was, to me, Prince. My roommate bought this album on the first day it came out. It took him 6 months of playing this till, hell, Little Red Corvette was a hit. Delirious came later. So once this album hit and hit big, Prince was a megastar. But we were listening to Controversy and Dirty Mind way before this came out. So this is a nice find. It's a nice collectible. If you list this, put it back in the sleeve for you, you got to tell the buyer that there's some residue there from a sticker. There's a double sticker there, and then you got to tell them. And there's the cover, pretty much the same artwork as the 1999 album, which just comes off. Horny Toad, I think, was just an outtake. So there you go. Produced, arranged, composed, and performed by Prince. No mention on this of, the band and the revolution. I'm not quite sure if there is. Elvis again. 50,000 fans all over the world. Stuck on You, great song. So now I'm getting a little bit more excited. And there you go. I think the picture sleeve's definitely worth more. These are such boring looking records. These early RCA Victor Black with the dog. Okay, we get it with the dog. But you got to remember, this is like 1956, maybe 50, something like that. Before the 56, probably. Mess of Blues. The big one on this is It's Now or Never. So don't worry. It's Now or Never, on the flip side, gets the top billing. I'm not even going to show you the record itself because it's the same as the last one. But the picture sleeve is what caught my eye. And I loved it so much I bought 2 of them. So there you go. A Mess of Blues and It's Now or Never. I guess that's a way of marketing both songs, but It's Now or Never, it's got that, I think this is post-Army. You can almost tell by his haircut. So I think that was the little salsa bossa nova beat. Now or Never. Great song. He pulls it off. Oh, Peter Buck Opium Drivel. And we ran into some REM earlier, so it wouldn't surprise me if this came out of the same collection. This is a real nice, and I'll show you this one. Back off just a little bit. It's a EP. It's got a nice swirl pattern. So, shades of Capitol Records, right? Peter Buck used to work in a record store, so he knows how to design a cool label. Drown With Me, Welcome to the Party. And on the back side, Portrait of a Sorry Man. If this is love, can I have my money back? So that's a good, we're getting the Rick James. That was Peter Buck right there. Let me take a time out here. Cool looking label. We're not done yet. We still have Rick James, and Rick is just going into battle, and this girl is just trying to drag him back here and save him, and he has to do it. So either that, or he just dragging around onto the dance floor. I'm not sure which. But this is the Rick James I was introduced to by my roommate first year of college. And Street Life. Was that the big album? I didn't know anything about this guy. But look at how clean that is. That's it's on the Gordy label. I'm not going to bring it out. But picture sleeve. It's not a very valuable at all. It's only like a $3 record. But I think it's cool. I took it out of the picture sleeve and put it in a white sleeve. And your collectors will tell you, never leave your record in your picture sleeve. So I think down the road, people are going to start looking at Rick James and maybe collecting them. I think that's a very collectible cover right there. Stuff like this, you got to keep your eyes open for, because you might say, well, you know, what's that? Well, remember, we go back to single color label. Very simple font. Ends up being about a $5 or $6 record. Matter of fact, there's never been one of these sold on Discogs. A promo. Now this guy put his label right over the top. But those would come off probably using a little lighter fluid. And you probably could get it looking pretty darn close to that. Condition-wise, it's probably very good at best. So that's what it is. Next up is Bill Withers. And he may have been in the comment section. But Use Me, that's a good record. It's always going to be a $5, $6, $7, $8 record. It's a mismatched sleeve. But you can see how this swirl pattern was even uni, which is universal, 72. Everybody's getting in on that swirl action. Once again, Bill Withers. The A side is Harlem, but you know probably the B side, Ain't No Sunshine. Debbie owned it, number 47. But even in this condition, it was $5, $6, $7 record. Now look at this, nice clean. You don't see Yardbirds in these nice clean picture sleeves. And that's over, under, sideways, down. Nice picture of Jeff Beck there. He sort of even looked the same there, where sometimes you see these early pictures of Clapton or Jimmy Page and look like a total different person. But Jeff Beck always had that uncombed hair look. So there you go. And the B side, they don't even mention it. But look at this, 65 cents at HC, okay? And I'll tell you one thing, the picture sleeve did not match the record because this record was sort of beat up. Condition was questionable. I would say good plus. And then someone put their initials on it. I think this is not a birth sleeve. I think it was added later. It's in such great shape that I think someone just found a stack of these somewhere and then went back and found the record to match the sleeve. That's how I'm calling it. I got several more that fall into that same category. Let's continue. Yardbirds, but look at this sticker. Now they've gone up to 69 cents. I'm going to say it's the same store a year later. And help me, Rhonda. Once again, I looked at the record itself. It's all beat up. It's got initials on it. I don't think that record went with this sleeve. I think it was added later. So, I mean, it's pretty beat up. It's all, why would you write your name on it? I don't know. The record's got too much wear, and it doesn't match the sleeve. Same thing with this. This is probably the best looking picture sleeve that I got in the lot. I mean, it's almost mint. It's got a crease in it, but the record's beat the crap. It's got initials on it, magic marker on it, pen on it. It's a good plus at best. So this does not have a sticker right there, but I dare say it's from the same store. And maybe they didn't put a sticker on it, or they pulled it off with no residue. So that's pretty cool. We're not done yet. Once again, same store, same sticker placement, 69 cents. Great photograph. I don't know who took this photograph, but I think it's iconic of the Stones. And it just really, really tells you these are the bad boys of rock and roll. They aren't, you know, they're hanging out in some back alley, and you see classic Mick, Keith right there, Brian Jones with his golden locks, and then Bill Wyman in the back, and then Charlie over the shoulder. As tears go by, and of course that was introduced to a lot of us on an LP called Hot Rocks, and I'll tell you what, that's a very collectible for me. And so I took the record and put it in a separate sleeve so that I could keep the sleeve. And once again, they just go, as tears go by on both sides, even though the B-side is Gotta Get Away. So that was sort of a filler. But when you price these, you have to price them on the high end because you're really selling the picture sleeve. Once again, this is mismatched. I do not think that this record, as torn up as it is, condition-wise, with the writing on it, was in the sleeve the whole time. So no burst sleeve here. These were married later on. Just a hunch, but I think I'm right. We're going back to the 65-cent price here, as the first one was. So he bought the Yardbirds in the Stones probably the same year over at HC. Now, wouldn't it be funny if HC was a store in Marquette, Michigan? I could probably find out. But anyways, there you go. Mother's Little Helper in Lady Jane. Okay? What a great picture sleeve. And Mother's Little Helper gets top billing on both sides. And, of course, that is off the album. I think it's off of, is it Between the Buttons? I'm not sure. But look at that. Now you're getting this sort of a psychedelic, blurry Stones. So the Lady Jane is a great song. It's like done on harpsichord. But I priced this really high because I just want to keep it in my collection. You can look up all the prices of everything I just showed you on my Discogs page. So look up Detroit Bob on Discogs. You guys can figure it out. I got a store. I've got over 8,500 records for sale. And the ones I want to keep, I price them pretty high. And I suggest you do the same. But if you're just making space on your shelves, then just list them for whatever Discogs says to list them for, and move it out of your collection and make room for something else. So that's my theory. Overall, great trip to Emporium. John, sorry we missed you, but next time I get up there, we'll do it again. And the guys were great. We talked about a bunch of concerts in Detroit, and I got a good deal on these, and I was happy about that. And definitely worth asking, hey, do you got anything in back? Do you have something in a box that's not out on the floor? Because if I wouldn't have done that, he would have never brought these out. So there you go. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan is alive and well. I would recommend going to Marquette and visiting the Emporium. Check it out. And let's not forget Gem of the Week. Yeah, I gotta go with it. As Tears Go by the Rolling Stones. Mainly just because of this photograph. I mean, look at the emergence of a cool-looking Keith Richards, and then the diminished role maybe suggested by his position of Brian Jones. Could be by pure accident. It looks like it's taken in an alleyway. Jagger pouting, Wyman brooding, Charlie over his shoulder. Who cares what the B-side is? Yeah, you got the price sticker, 69 cents, but just pure great black and white photography, and it doesn't get any better than that. As a matter of fact, I'm on a picture sleeve kick just because of it.